So my friend Luke Thompson told me about this place. Who was here at the Luke Thompson gig? Yeah. Isn't he a great dude? Apparently it rained, so I'm going to text him when I get off stage and just say, ha, hardy, ha, ha. See what he says. He's a Kiwi boy, and he was out here playing some shows, supporting me on a big national tour I was doing, and we met up in Sydney after he played here, and he was like, Jack, you have to go down and play. That's just awesome. It's the best. It's fascinating. So here I am. All because of Luke Thompson. He's a beautiful man. And this is a little song about his homeland. It has a bit of a story behind it as well. It's called Summer in New Zealand. About 3 or 4 years ago, my friend Simon and I decided that we need to take a trip. So we rented a van and drove around the South Island of New Zealand for a week. And we saw a whole bunch of amazing things. It was one of the only times in my life where I literally didn't have anywhere to go, and I didn't know where I was going to be staying from night to night. We would just kind of drive until we found a lake or something that we liked, and we'd set up a tent. And when we got back, Simon wrote a short film about the trip and named the lead character Jack and had him be a musician. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was flattered, but I didn't think too much of it until about 3 months later when he called me up and he said, hey Jack, I've got some funding for the film. We're going to get it made. And I was like, oh, that's great. How did you do it? He said, oh, I just sent it to some friends. But anyway, I want you to come and audition for the part of Jack in my film. And I said, no. I was touring a lot. I said I didn't have the time, and then he bought me a 6-pack of Tooheys New, and I felt like I had to say yes. So I went into this casting agent in Surrey Hills, and I lined up with a whole bunch of guys that look exactly like me. And I waited. And one of them said, oh, who's your acting agent? I said, I don't have an acting agent, but the script's about me, so I'm feeling pretty confident. I went upstairs when my turn came. I read my part. I thought I did a pretty good job of acting exactly like myself. The secret was just not to act at all. And at the end of it, the director said, oh, thanks for coming in, really appreciate it. You did a great job. We'll call you. So I went down the street to read the paper. And about 40 minutes later, my phone rang. It was my friend Simon. And he was like, you did a great job today. Thank you for coming in. And I said, no worries. I was feeling pretty cocky. Pretty confident. Felt like I nailed the part, felt like I really understood it. He said, I was talking to the director about it, and he thought you did a great job too. And I was like, oh great, thank you. And he said, yeah, but we've decided to give the part to someone a little bit younger. Woke up on the mountains that were rugged, proud and steep. I jumped out of a cable car with a rope around my feet. Then I flew across the Tasman so I could see things more clearly, work out what the hell's been going on with me. And everywhere I've been it seems essentially the same. The light just hits my eyes in slightly different ways, and I saw beauty in the sunset, so I think things are gonna change. Oh, what the hell's been going on with me? A harbour that was forged by ice and snow. Swam out through the waves, I held my breath and went below. And as I came back up, I made a vow to let it go. Oh, what it is that's going on with me. I drank beer beside a lake and we sat camping in the rain. And I told my friend I'm losing it, I think I've gone insane. He said you gotta keep on moving, no you can't go back again. Oh, what the hell's been going on with me. Every view it has a postcard charm. Perspective is my my own personal game. So if the world's a painting, I better see it through a different frame. I met a girl in Arrowtown, she had hair of amber red, and I took her out to dinner, then I took her to my bed. And I never felt so lonely as when she looked at me and said, oh, you make me feel the sun